All right, so the budget day is upon us. The Modi government is all set to present what is now known as the interim budget, which also goes by the name vote and account for the fiscal year 2019-2020. In the absence of Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, who is presently in the United States for treatment, interim Finance Minister Piyush Goyal will present the current government's last budget before the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Now, the Finance Ministry has also issued a clarification that this will only be an interim budget. Earlier, there was speculation that this could be a full-fledged budget, or the government will, of course, treat it as a full-fledged budget. But that is not going to happen. A full-fledged budget will be presented by a government that is re-elected after the elections. Now, the Ministry of Finance has tweeted pictures of the final touches that have been given to the budget, and also the man who's been given additional charge of the Finance Ministry, Piyush Goyal, holding interactions with members of his budget team. Now, the budget is likely to offer some tax sops for the middle class and also for the corporates. Relief package to address the agrarian crisis will, of course, be a top priority. It remains to be seen as to how much and to what extent the government can actually try help farmers who are presently experiencing a pretty acute agrarian crisis. The other big focus will, of course, be the industry that generates the highest number of jobs. The small and medium-scale industry will find a lot of mention in the budget today. Now, Piyush Goyal is widely expected to break the tradition and go beyond a normal vote and account budget by announcing SOPs in various categories. But remember, no big major policy changes can in fact be made in an interim budget. This will, of course, have to be done once the government again gets the mandate of the people. And the present minister without portfolio, Arun Jaitley, who, remember, some weeks back had to leave for the United States to get treatment for his illness, has indicated that the interim budget may go beyond the traditional vote and account, as tackling agricultural challenges is in fact the need of the hour. And also, according to sources, the government is likely to increase rural welfare spending by about 16% in the interim budget to try and woo the farming sector ahead of the general elections. Now, normally, when the government is nearing the end of its term, it presents an interim budget through which it seeks the Parliament's approval to meet the expenditure for the first 4 months of the fiscal year. Now, this includes funds for paying salaries, ongoing projects in various sectors with no changes to the taxation structure. Now, the revised budget for the full fiscal is, of course, presented by a new government after it has secured the mandate from the people. Remember, there is an economic survey which is also presented just before the budget. It has not happened this time round because this is an interim budget, and the economic survey and a full-fledged budget will be presented post the general elections by the newly elected government. Now, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, in this last session of this 16th Lok Sabha, will have about 10 sessions during the budget session, which began yesterday, which will come to an end on the 13th of February. Now, speaking a day before the budget presentation, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has, of course, urged the lawmakers to work for the public. President Ramnath Kovind has also addressed the nation, touching on a number of issues, including the surgical strike and triple talaq. He has also shed light on the many achievements of the Narendra Modi government in the last 5 years.